Unhappy with self and lonely in heart. I'm riding solo for self, yet I'm a man apart. Loving the center of attention, but hating the crowd. My voice is silent, yet I'm screaming out loud. What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl, Coco Divine, and today I want to talk about validation. Why is that such a thing nowadays? Today, men are just throwing around the word validation at melanated women like it's a bad thing. So where do we begin? Why do we feel the need to prove ourselves to everybody? Let's first take a look at the definition of validation. The definition of validation means the affirmation or recognition that a person or their feelings or opinions are valid or worthwhile. That just means that you just want to make sure that you are viewed as relevant, that you're officially acceptable, that you're mainstream, which means you're accepted not only in your own ethnic community, but also in others across the board. And just by that definition alone, melanated women are already at a disadvantage. Why? Because, for one, our society doesn't value us. Our men don't even value us. And most of us, some of us, don't even value ourselves. So there's a constant need for us to feel as if we have to prove ourselves. We're constantly pushing ourselves to do more and more and more, and we're working ourselves to death. We never feel adequate enough. We never feel like we are just enough, just the way that we are. And that's sad. We always feel like we have to prove that we're worthy, that we're enough, that we're not a stereotype, and that we're not just average at best. So there's always a feeling of competition in our hearts, not only with each other, but people of other ethnic groups. And it's not a good feeling, especially like if you worked in corporate America like I have for over the last 20 years. Corporate America does a great job at making you feel inadequate. Corporate America does not show any love to the melanated woman, especially when you're one of only a few melanated people within your department or within the whole company. You are scrutinized. You're always under a microscope. Your work is always critiqued more than others. You take on more and you get less. So it's just sad because even when you're a child, if you grow up feeling like you're in a single parent family home, you want to be validated. You want your mother to validate you. You want her to show that she loves you. You want even if your father might be out of the picture, you want validation from your father. You want to know that he loves you and he cares about you and that he's there for you. And that feeling follows us from childhood into adulthood. And unfortunate to say, that's what a lot of us suffer from: daddy issues and different things from our childhood, from abuse, different types of abuse. You could be abused by your mother physically or verbally, emotionally, or you could be abused sexually by any family member or even a stranger. So a lot of women are dealing with a lot of past traumas in our lives, and not only our lives that we're living right now individually today, we're also dealing with generational trauma that has been passed down into our DNA from previous ancestors. So I don't want to get into all of that. Everything will be revealed within time. This channel is just now starting and growing. It's a branch off from my other channel, King of Queens TV. And I just wanted to update this, give a new look and vibe and feel I've just reinvented myself for 2022. And that's what a lot of us need to start doing. Learn how to reinvent ourselves. Learn how to validate ourselves first. Okay? Because we are in a society that is not going to value us until we value ourselves. So for us to stop feeling inadequate, for us to stop feeling like we have to prove ourselves to everyone around us, to help us to stop feeling like we need to be in competition with one another, we need to start doing this. And I love this young lady's channel. Her name is Six the Goddess. I love her channel. She's phenomenal. She's beautiful. I love her. I just really like her content. But she always says, I want for my sister what I want for myself. Okay? And that is a true statement. And that should be something that we start saying to ourselves about each other. Because we should want for each and every one of us individually what we want for ourselves collectively. And what that means is we need to eradicate jealousy and competition. We need to stop the cattiness, the bitchiness. We need to stop backstabbing our sisters and friends. And we really just need to all be on one page when it comes to femininity, divine femininity, and womanhood and sisterhood. That means if your best friend's getting married, don't be jealous, be happy for her. You know what I mean? And if you have a cousin that may be starting her own business, or she's got a promotion at her good paying job and she's going to be making way more money now, be happy for them. Celebrate those successes with everyone that you love. And then when you have your success, the same is going to happen for you. So that's what we need to do. We need to really focus on our individual selves, our self-love, our validation, self-validation, our own validation of who we are, the affirmation and recognition of ourselves. Know thyself first before you get into any other kinds of committed relationships, because the most important thing is that you're not seeking validation for the wrong reasons and getting yourself into situations because you don't fully know who you are yet. And then you get yourself into situations that cause you trouble and pain. And it takes you longer to get out of the cycle of feeling inadequate, of recognizing who you are on your own. So you can't give love until you first are love. And to be loved, you have to love yourself. That's just it. You have to respect yourself. And you have to not be willing to accept mediocrity in your life in any way, shape, form, or fashion. As women, we are creators. So we create the world around us, and what we believe does become our reality. And until we all realize that and recognize that we actually are connected to this planet that we live on, and we are actually connected to the universe, the cosmos, and the stars, and our thoughts become things. And when we put our minds to it, our minds make matter, the mass around us move and create things, and things fall into place the way that we want them to. That comes with recognizing our power and taking it back. And that is why we are the most attacked species in this galaxy, because the people that know more about us than we know about ourselves understand that we have that power to change everything if we only know and believe and trust in ourselves. So that's why they constantly keep us down. And that's why we have been taught to keep ourselves down, to make ourselves small, to dumb ourselves down. But we can't afford to do that anymore. Now is the time for us to grow back into our power and reclaim our greatness and return to our thrones. We need to stop feeling like we have to be better than each other and start feeling like we are all goddesses and queens, because we are, ladies. And I love you so much. This was just a quick vid because I love you guys, and it was something that we need to address. Validation. All right, guys. Be safe. Peace, love, and light. I'll see you in the next video.